May 28th, 585 BC, the Medes and Lydians clashed across the Halys River, swords raised and spears flying. Then the sun vanished. The battlefield fell into sudden darkness, and soldiers froze in terror. No one knew what was happening. This moment stopped a war and changed history forever. Stay with me to see how. The war between the Medes and Lydians had lasted for many years. Each side had lost countless soldiers. Each battle made the soldiers stronger, but also angrier. Victory was important, but survival was more important. The armies had grown skilled at fighting, yet the long years of conflict had left them exhausted, hungry, and tense. Every soldier knew that one wrong move could cost their life. Families waited at home, hoping their loved ones would return, and the generals knew that this battle could decide everything. The armies met near the Halys River, ready for a decisive fight. The battle began. Lines of soldiers moved forward. Shields clashed, and spears flew. The sound of metal and shouting filled the air. Dust rose from the ground, and the river reflected the chaos. But suddenly, the sun began to disappear. It was not clouds or smoke. The daylight faded quickly. Confusion spread fast. Soldiers did not know what to do. Commands from leaders made no sense. Fear grew everywhere. Some soldiers dropped their weapons, some prayed, others simply froze, unsure if the world was ending. And even the strongest men hesitated, as if the sky itself had turned against them. In that time, people believed the sky could send messages. An eclipse was not just darkness, it was a warning. Soldiers thought the gods were angry. They feared punishment. They wondered if fighting now would bring disaster. The noise of the battle turned into silence in the minds of many, as if the entire world had paused. Some whispered to each other, others looked around desperately, searching for a sign. Because of this fear, both armies stopped fighting. They did not attack each other anymore. The war paused, not because of swords, but because the soldiers did not understand what was happening. For the first time, men faced a force they could not fight, and the power of the heavens became clearer than any weapon. The generals reluctantly ordered their men to hold, and the battlefield stood still. A Greek thinker named Thales predicted the eclipse. He was not a soldier or king. He studied the sky and knew when it would happen. He showed that knowledge could foresee events and even control fear. If his prediction reached the battlefield, it showed something powerful. Knowledge could be stronger than weapons. No general won, no army lost, but both armies chose to stop fighting. They realized that survival mattered more than pride, and that some battles could be ended without blood. The sun returned after a short time. The armies left the battlefield. A war that could have lasted longer ended because of darkness and knowledge. The river and the hills became quiet again, and the soldiers returned home, carrying the memory of a day when the sky itself decided the fate of men. This teaches an important lesson. History does not always belong to the strongest. Sometimes it belongs to those who understand more. The clever and the thoughtful can change the world without raising a sword, and even the smallest insight can stop events that seem unstoppable. Imagine standing on the battlefield, the sun gone, the world dark, and everyone around you frozen in fear. What would you do? Stay and fight, or step back and wait? Comment your answer and like the video. Remember the sun disappearing and the battle stopping. This was not the end of the world. It was the end of fighting without understanding. If you like this story, check out my other video, Ancient City Disappeared Without Warning.